Hi, I'm Carrie and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do another hashtag working a tarot spread, but I don't actually have a spread. I thought I would show you what I used to do a long time ago to figure out what kind of guide was working with me, or to just connect to my spirit guide energy. So if spirit guide kind of isn't your thing, then this may not be the video for you. So I just want to put that out there right from the beginning. So I am a heavy believer in spirit guides. I do believe that there is something greater than us guiding us, coming from source. So I have worked with spirit guides from the very beginning when I started in my path. That was one of the very first things, along with angels, that I had learned about. So I work with spirit guides. I have a spirit guide that I communicate with on the regular. So I believe everybody's beliefs in spirit guides varies some. I believe that you can have one or more than one at a time. I've had a couple at a time. Currently I have one. I believe sometimes they may move in and out depending on what you have going on in your life. There's all kinds of beliefs when it comes to spirit guide energy. If that's something that you believe in, you just need to figure out what works for you, because it's your practice. So yeah, like I said, if you don't believe in that kind of thing, or that there's a spirit guide and entity, energy, what philosophy, whatever that is available to you, then this free flow spread kind of isn't for you then. So I pulled out my OG deck, the Robin Wood Tarot. This deck I got, it was the second tarot deck I ever bought after I bought the Rider Tarot, and I didn't like the images on it. And I knew nothing about it. I didn't know it was heavily pagan based, or I knew nothing. I was, I knew nothing. So anyway, I've already shuffled up the cards. So when I talk to my spirit guides, I usually don't use a spread. I free flow the conversation. So I may shuffle up the cards, and then if you're trying to figure out who your guide is, I would shuffle up the cards and say, what guide is with me at this time? And then, pull a card over, and let me make sure that that's, oh, nope. We'll go over here. Okay. That was too high. So I would ask, is there a guide with me, or what guide is with me? You use whatever deck you want to use. My preference is a deck that I feel a spiritual connection with. This is just kind of a show and tell deck, so I necessarily maybe wouldn't use this one. I would use one that I had a very spiritual connection with. I would use one that has a lot of imagery to it, but you use whatever you feel comfortable with. So anyway, I asked, is there a spirit guide with me, or, what spirit guide is with me? So then I would look at this card, and I would look at the image on it, and I would see that there's two people on there. So I would start to question then, do I have two spirit guides with me? Are you both female? Are you male and female? Is there, two males, two females, male, female, however mixed you want, what guide is exactly with me? And I'd shuffle up the cards again and flip them over. So now I have the Empress card. So now it's basically a female guide. That's what I would take this as. A female guide is now presenting itself to me. And I would be like, oh, okay, so I have a female guide with me. And you could look at the image and you could take, anything you want to from this image to relate it to the female guide. The coloring, the person in it, whatever clicks with you, feels right with you in that moment. Because it's your spirit guide. There's no right or wrong to any of this. So after I acknowledged that I had this female guide with me, and you don't even have to see them as a gender if you don't want to, but I acknowledge them that way. So I would say, okay, I'm a female. What are you here to guide me in at this current time? And I'd shuffle up the cards, and then I'd pull one. And so if the Eight of Pentacles came out, I would say that they are guiding me in my career path. So this is a sign that they're guiding me in my career path, helping me to refine my skills and lead me down a road of success in my career. So through learning more about, the job that I'm doing and so on. So I say, okay, so tell me, why are you guiding me in this area right now? Hopefully, I just realized that I'm shaking the camera a little bit. I'll have to see if that's too bad during editing. So anyway, I would ask, so why are you guiding me within my career right now? And then I'd shuffle and I'd pull another card. So the Ten of Pentacles is our next card. And I would say, oh, so are you guiding me towards success and financial success? And are you helping me to better myself in my career so I can have, maybe more financial freedom, or maybe so I can maybe even retire early, or whatever, however you want to see this message in the Ten of Pentacles, or, so I can, for the betterment of my family and so on, is what I would see that as. So then you could come back to the image of your guide, and you could say, well, how would I know that you are with me? And I would shuffle the cards again, and I would pull the next card. So now I have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, yes, you can see that. So now I have the Page of Pentacles. So how would I take this? Is how would I know, that you're with me, or what sign do you have for me? You would have to take that from whatever you felt comfortable with within the image, or your own intuition, from that card. So I could see this as coins being left because she's holding a singular coin. So I could see that as, a coin is left to let you know that I am with you. Maybe you could use it as a gold coin. I know, which is a rare find, but you could see those. It doesn't necessarily have to be tangible that you're holding your hand. It could be, an image you see of a gold coin, or a thought that you have about that, or so on. Or if you see it as, if you assign a denomination to it, like, depending on whatever country that you're in, I would say, okay, it's a quarter. Only because the size of it and that, I would say, okay, well, every time I find a quarter in a mysterious place, that's my sign or symbol that my guide is letting me know that they are with me. You could say, do something with the color green. Maybe every time I see, I don't know, a green satchel, or, whatever you pick out, whatever you hone in on when you're looking at the card, you could take that as a symbol that your guide energy is around you or coming forward for you, or whatever, which is no different than if you were working with a goddess and you're asking for a sign from your goddess that they are around, and you notice 3 feathers laid on your doorstep that would never be put there because you don't have flocks of birds that hang out in your yard. It's the same concept as asking for a sign from a goddess, as asking for a sign from a spirit guide, if that is an entity or an energy that you believe in. Maybe you see the Page of Pentacles as, your guide is in the connection to the earthly realm, since that's what Pentacles is. It's the earth suit. So you could say, okay, well, you are helping me. Your symbol is earth, but what about, what do you mean by that? So you could pull another card. So now I have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords, and you ask, what exactly is your earthly symbol that you are going to show to me to let me know that your energy is present around me? And I would look at this card because it's an air card, but it has white roses all wrapped around this sword. So I would say, oh, okay. So when I'm in the presence of white roses, or I see white roses, or, white roses is spoke about just randomly for no reason or whatever, I would take that as a symbolism that my spirit guide is with me, or trying to get my attention, or trying to guide me in another way. And when I would come across these white roses, it would cause me to really start paying attention to what's going on around me, paying attention to synchronicities that are happening within my life, paying attention to any symbols, repeating patterns, things like that. Start noticing them, journaling about them, and seeing what the pattern is within all of that. So paying attention to what my intuitive feelings are whenever this white rose symbol comes around, if that's what I am relating to the symbol for my guide. That's what the purpose of this is. When you're asking them what their symbol is, or how you know that they're around, it's so when you see that symbol, that you can acknowledge their energy, and you can start perking your ears up or paying attention to thoughts and things like of that nature to know what kind of message or guidance or where they're leading you. So that's what I do with the symbolism of my guide. Whenever I notice her symbol come forward for me, I start really paying attention to what's going on in my life, paying attention to what my thoughts were right before I saw that symbol, so I can say, okay, so maybe she is stepping forward because there's something I need to know about my marriage right now. Or, maybe she's stepping forward because there's something I need to know about this family dynamic, or whatever was in the forefront of my mind at the time I saw her symbol. That I would make notations about that, and I could do a reading on that, or I could just start jotting down everything that I've noticed in regards to that area. That's a way to work with your spirit guide. So if I asked here, what are you currently guiding me with? And she gave me the 8 of Pentacles. So she's guiding me in my career and my successes, and what I need to refine or figure out within my career. And I start seeing white roses in regards to, I'm thinking about advancement in my career, and I happen to notice, white roses somewhere. And that's in the forethought. I need to start paying attention to what else is happening right after that, as a message from her. Okay. So then you could ask, maybe the next question you want to ask is, when is the best time, or when should I come to you, for guidance? And your next card is the Star, and sorry for, the nudity warning. Okay. So your next card is the Star, and you've just asked, when should I come to you? When is your guidance most needed? So your guide, come to her whenever you are feeling lost, when you're needing hope, when you're needing that direction and faith of which way to go next. So that's what I would take this star symbolism as. You could also take you could combine the star image with the roses as another symbolism of when this guide is present for you. And so then the last thing you could ask is, what is my takeaway message that I need to know right now from you? And then your next card is the Ten of Wands. And this could be her message to you saying, look, you're taking on too much. I understand that this is where you're wanting to go. You're wanting successes. You are, you're planning for your future, and you're working very hard at that, and I am acknowledging that for you. But you're also taking on too much. You're beginning to burden yourself. You are not only taking on your problems, but you're carrying everyone else's problems. Maybe you're carrying too much within the family and trying to do too much for the family. And, you have to realize that you need to ease these burdens so you can, continue on the path that you are wanting to go on, to have this financial success, to have this contentment and legacy, and, your plan for your future. But you're going to be burned out if you continue going at the pace that you are going. And that is how I would free flow a spirit guide reading. These are one of my favorite type of readings to do. I love tapping into my spirit guide energy. Like I said, I've done it for approximately 25 years now, and it has been a very enriching experience. It has been nurturing. It has been, a great asset to my practice. Does my guide rule my life? Absolutely not. I have the will to do whatever I say and whatever I please and whatever I want. My guide does not rule me in any way, shape, or form. It is just an added entity, an added energy that I can turn to when I am feeling lost and I am needing that uplifting energy, or needing a direction. When I am needing a direction, that is an energy that I pull in. When I am doing readings for anybody else, every single client reading, I pull in my guide, I pull in their guide. I pull in both of those energies to facilitate the reading, to help me to navigate what I am seeing in the cards in front of me, and to bring forward the best message and the message for the person's highest good. That is how I use spirit guide energy. And again, I will reiterate, they do not rule my life in any way, shape, or form. I personify my spirit guides' energy. They have I can visualize them within my mind. I have attributes that I can see within them. That is how I work with it. You don't have to work with it that way. You don't have to work with guide energy at all. But that is what I use and what I do for spirit guide energy. So let me know in the comments below, do you work with a spirit guide? Have you ever tried to work with a spirit guide? Do you have a certain spread that you use for a spirit guide? I love the free flow when it comes to working with a spirit guide. I could sit here and I could just keep flipping over cards talking to my spirit guide if I wanted to. But I really talk to my guide now through symbolism. I ask for certain symbols, just as if working with a deity, you're asking for certain symbolism from them. It's the same concept when I work with my spirit guide. I ask for certain symbolism, and it's 98% of the time delivered to me. So that's what I do. So yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you do if you work with one. If you think you could try out a free flow spread like this to talk to a guide. If you have any questions about, how I did this, since I didn't really have a spread to show you as far as like placement. First, I ask what guides with me. Then I want some more information about that. Then, what are they currently guiding me for and why? Then, tell me how I know that your energy is around me. And that's what these two cards were. When is the best time for me to work with you, or how should I work with you? And that's what this card is. And then what your takeaway messages from your guide, what they want you to know currently about your life. And that is what the last card is. So thanks for taking time to watch this video today. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. So until next time, bye.